Yo, 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 my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Menix. And in today's episode, I'm going to be going through why I have the ships I have and why I think I needed them and why I've got plans on the ships I want to buy in the future and just my thoughts on not having just one ship. So we hope you like this video, guys. If you do like this video, don't forget to take that pointer and tickle that like button for us. It really does help us out. We're growing this community at the moment. We've also got the join button if you want to help us out more on that. And don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe notification for more videos as we drop them. Also, if you're new to Star Citizen, the code coming up now in the top, if you use that code, that will push me up in the referral rankings. I think I'm one away now from getting a Gladius. And it will also give you 5,000 credits when you start the game yourself. So let's go into this one. So my thoughts are, when I first got the game, I've been playing almost a year now. I wanted to buy just one pledge ship. I thought that'll do for me, just one pledge ship, and I'll just buy ships in game. But it turns out now I've got a couple of pledge ships and a couple of ships that I bought in game. So I'm just going to go over why I bought them and stuff like that, and what each ship I've got is for. So let me go quickly through. So I've got the Sabre, which I bought because I wanted a medium fighter. I've got the Arrow that came with one of my pledge ships, which was the Hull A, and I'll go through that in a minute. I've got the Pisces Rescue and the Pisces Expedition because I wanted to try them both. And I've got the Carrack, the Mole, Banu Defender, which is this ship of the month at the moment for the subscriber event. I've got the Mustang Gamma, which is a racing ship, the Caterpillar Talon because I wanted to try that, and the Mystical A, Prospector, and the 85X. So let me go through this. So the pledge ship I'm going to go through first is going to be, so I've got the Anvil Pisces Rescue. This is a pledge ship for me, and this is my daily driver. And the reason this is my daily driver is for a few reasons. I liked the C8X, loved the C8X. It was quick to get it out. It's moverability. It's really good with its maneuverability. It's quick. It's just a rapid ship. It's a good ship just to get when you need one in an emergency, just to get the places you want to go. It's quite fast and can move quick. So that's why I've got the Pisces. But then the Rescue Pisces came out, the medical version. So I loved the Pisces, but for me, the storage at the back was just a waste of space, in my opinion. You could fit in, I think, 4 cargo units or something like that. It wasn't that much. Useless to me, that is. You're not going to make no money on that amount of cargo. You could use it for box missions, but I just thought it was a waste of space. So when the C8R came, it took everything I loved about the Pisces and give me a medical bed. With the added bonus of it has a fridge that restocks every time you get it as well, with water, food, and med pens and stuff like that. Plus it has a patient storage locker, so anybody can access that storage locker if you want to give people stuff and put stuff in it. And it's also got a staff locker so that anybody that's in your party can access that locker. So that's why I love this, and this is why the Anvil Pisces is my daily driver. So I'm going to get it, and this is another big thing. 43 seconds to claim it. So whenever I need to get somewhere fast, this is the one I can pick. It's just gets me wherever I need to go quick. I can get it quick and all of that stuff. So I'm going to pick up this Pisces. I'm just going to grab it and just show you. So 40 seconds off, or 400 credits, I think it came up at to get it straight away. So really cheap to get, quick as well. So I'm going to grab that, and I'm just going to go through that and go around it with you guys.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Cool. So we've got that.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
So I'm going to go through some of the other ships I've got here. So this is a pledge ship, this rescue ship that I've got. It's a pledge ship. The C8X is just one I bought in game, and once the game resets with 318, that'll be gone. I won't pick up another one unless I really, really need it. The Carrack I've got here, again, I bought in game. I won't buy it as a pledge, but I do love the idea of having the Carrack with like a C8 in there. and living a life on the Carrack with a few people, but the gameplay is just not there for it at the moment to be able to spawn in it and just have it lying around where you want. You'd have to always be in a zone where you can't fire, like an armistice zone, and then if somebody else is on the ship with you, they can't spawn into that ship if you're not on. So, but I do love the idea of that when it does come. So the Argo Mole I got as a mining ship, as a dual mining ship, multi-crew mining ship to try out with Kilthanis. Again, this is I bought in game. Whether I would get this again, I'm not too sure until I've got enough people that can do the mining with me. Banu Defender, like I said, is the ship of the month. I'm not keen on the Banu Defender, so probably wouldn't get that. Kilthanis has this ship with the C2 because he's bought the Banu Merchantman. The Mustang Gamma, so this is another pledge ship I've got, but I paid £20 for this, even though it's like £50 odd. I paid £20 for this because with my referral program, someone got the game and I ended up getting the Argo MPU little cargo thing, which I thought is just a worthless ship because you can't really, it's not no use for it at the moment. I know what it's going to be used for. It'd be for like when something like a Hull A or one of the Hull C's or E's or whatever, one of them ones goes to a space station and it's supposed to be getting the boxes and to and from the ship. So I understand what the MPU was for, but it's got no use for it at the moment. Whereas with racing coming in game, I could update it, I could upgrade it for £20, so that's what I did. And the only racing ship I could buy was this one. So that's why I've got that. So that's a pledge ship. Caterpillar. So as I said, Kilthanis has the C2. We loved the C2 when we first got it, but now we're not keen on it. We just don't like it. So we wanted to try another big cargo ship. And so the Caterpillar was the next one in the line for us to get. And we love how it handles and the flying of that. So, but this one again, it's not pledge. I would maybe buy it in pledge, this one, at some point. But at the moment, I've just bought it in game. The Xperia Talon, I just wanted to try different fighters. I like it, but it's almost like it's made out of glass. It's quite fragile. Again, it's not a pledge ship. I bought it in game just to try it. The Miss Cully is my main ship, one of my main ships other than the C8R. This is my medium cargo ship and medium to small cargo ship. I started off with the Aurora and then I went up to the Nomad, and I loved the Nomad. A nice small ship where I could get stock and I wouldn't have to worry too much about stock levels because it was only 24 stock. But I wanted something bigger, a little bit bigger than the Nomad. I might get the Nomad again at some point, so then I upgraded it to the Miss Cully. I love the Miss Cully because you can have it as it's a small ship when you're moving around without cargo, and then when you need to put cargo on it, it extends and it's got 64 cargo, so it's not too bad with them stock levels as well. So that's my one that basically was upgraded from my main pledge, my very first pledge, and with that came the Arrow. So because you can't use the Hull in Arena Commander, they give you the Anvil Arrow as well to use, which you can obviously use in game. So basically I got the Hull and I've also got this fighting ship that came with it. So fighting ships I'm still looking at, like I said, with the Sabre. So I don't know how long I'll have this Arrow until whenever they decide to take that away, but it is part of the pledge I've got at the moment, so they could take that away at the moment. The Sabre I bought in game, and I'm just looking between fighters. I'm on the fence. Do I need a light fighter? I need a medium fighter. I need a heavy fighter, and so that's why I was checking out the Sabre, and I'm also want to check out the I can't remember what it's called. It's the part of the Warlock group, the one the interdiction one of that lot. Sentinel, I think it's called. So I want to try that one out. But yeah, so I've got the Arrow that came with my pledge of the Hull A. So I've got a small fighter there. So let's go back down to where we was, the Hull A. So the Prospector, again, this is not a pledge, but I bought this in game. But I think I may end up buying this in pledge at some point, so that I've got a mining ship, a solo mining ship. And then the Origin 85X, I just loved the look of it and wanted to just get it and try it. But now that we've got the CR, the the C8R, I don't think I would buy this again. I've had a few problems with this when I've been claiming it, where it just blows up or whatever. So, yeah, so I don't think I'll get that again. So, the only pledge ships I've got is the Hull A, the Mustang Gamma, the C8R, and the Arrow that came with that. I've also got a ground vehicle as well that I got with the referral program. So yeah, I've got that as well. So another good thing about the C8R, I'm going to go down to it in a minute and show you. And what I'm going to do is, I'm hoping not to have a long video with this, and I want to try and get out each one of these so that I can, so that you can see them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to claim some of these. Right, so I'm definitely going to claim that so you can see that one. And that's 1 minute 48 and
Your insurance claim has
less than
been
1,000
sent
to get out.
Goodbye. Welcome to the aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
Oh, that was, yeah, there was the Hull A. The Prospector is 9 minutes to get out.
Your insurance claim
And 3,000. The 85X is a minute to get out.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
What I'm going to do is just look at the ones that I love in game and that I will definitely want to keep in game. So I'm not going to get the Talon out. I will get the Caterpillar, but that's 18 minutes. Obviously, I'll cut this video, and that's $9,000 to get out, and that will take it down to 5 minutes. So even if you paid the $9,000, it'll take it down to 5 minutes. So if you ever get something like this, you might as well just wait out the 5-6 minutes, and then obviously this will be down to $4,000 or whatever, and then you pay it. Rather than paying it and waiting the 5 minutes, you might as well wait the 5 minutes anyway, and then pay the lower price. And then I've got the Gamma. I've never ever got this out, so I only got this last night. 40 seconds to get out, so it's only going to be a couple of hundred.
Claim has been sent.
And then I've got the Defender. I'm not too bothered about the Mole. I'm not going to worry about getting the Mole after the wipe. The Carrack, I'm not going to worry too much about getting the Carrack after the wipe. Obviously, they've got that, and the Arrow, which is the fighting ship, which is already here, and the Sabre. So the Sabre doesn't say. I think it says 6 minutes.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Yeah, and then if you pay that much, it'll drop it down to 2 minutes. But like I said, I would wait the 2 minutes first, and then I would pay the extra. But I'm not going to do that at the moment. I'm just going to go down to the Arrow here, which is down the Rescue, sorry, which is down at number 4. So I'm going to go down to that. So I'll explain now why I've got the ships I've got. So when I first started, I wanted to just have one ship, maybe that could do it all. But it turns out, like, quite quick, you find that you can't do that. And wrong one. And yeah, it turns out you quite quick you can't do that, and you need ships for different things. And that's so the daily driver I've got is this one, the Rescue. The main ship that I use is my Hull A, because that is my cargo ship. But my daily driver, the thing that I go to the most when I'm just doing normal missions like bunker missions and stuff like that, is this one. So going in a bunker mission, it's just quick to get to it, and I've got the little med bed in this and that. So it's just an overall great ship to have. It does have 2 guns on the bottom. For some reason they're not on there. I don't know what's happened with that, but once the game resets they'll be back on. And it does have 2 missiles as well. So you got a little bit of protection. And then going inside, let me turn on the lights. It's just, for me, it's just a better ship than the normal Piracies, in my opinion. So you got a jump seat, whereas in the original Piracies you have 2 jump seats. So you still can bring a person along, and someone could probably sit on the bed. You've got this digital assistance here, so you can, if someone is lying on the bed, you can help them out. So it's great for using if you want to go and rescue people, you know, like rescue beacons and stuff like that. This is just a perfect ship for it. But for me, it's just a quick ship. It's a quick ship. I've got a med bed at hand. This restocks every time you get it. So every time you call it, it restocks, and you've got a water there at the back and 2 waters here, so 3 waters. You've got food, you've got these med pens, and then you've got these pens here. Let me close that. Open that side. So you've got a couple of flares here, and these different types of pens like the troxy pen, the adrenaline pen, and the toxy pen. And then so you've got the 3 waters, like I said, as well on top of that. So you've always got food and water. You've also got the med bed in case you need it. You've got this here, which is the crew locker, so anybody on your ship can access this. And then you've got the patient storage, which is communal as well, so anybody can access that. Anybody can access this one, basically. So you can put stuff in there for people if you need to, and they can grab it rather than just dropping it on the floor and stuff like that. And it's just a quick ship. It's just a quick ship to have. Getting in it, moving around, flying around. It's just the maneuverability of this ship is just so good. So let's do this.
Engines online.
Not sure why that's like that.
You are clear to launch.
Engines online.
Right, it's just a quick ship. For moving around, you've got the lights. And so I have actually added to this ship with I've given it a better quantum drive. I've given it the Atlas quantum drive just so I can travel further and give it decent power unit and stuff like that as well. So it's just a quick ship to get when you need it. You need to get the ship out and just go. Like, say if you got killed somewhere and you just needed to get the ship quick and get back, then this is the one. Same as the normal piracies, but this one's got the added bonus of the med bed and the food and drink and all that stuff. So also this is great for going into caves because you can take it in the cave. You can take it into the cave and always have that ship there ready, waiting for you.
Request has already been granted.
Right, so I've realised that my cup hold needs sorting out on that. Taking my cup hold off by pressing a button. I've got to be careful of that. So yeah, so that's this ship. That's the Pisces. That's my daily go-to. My what's going on here? My daily driver, as they say. This is my daily driver. Probably going to tell me I'm in an illegal spot here now, innit? Yeah, I'm not too bothered.
Warning, you are blocking an active flight bay. Please
so
vacate the facility.
That's this ship, my daily driver. And like I said, for me, that would have been that. I would have thought, oh, that'll do me. That'll be enough. That. But then, playing the game, I needed
Initiating ship storage procedure.
I needed a ship for.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Cargo running, and I needed a ship for mining, and I needed fighter ships as well. Now, my recommendation is, if you don't have real cash to buy stuff, then obviously buy stuff in game. Buy yourself a daily runner, buy yourself a mining ship, buy yourself a decent cargo ship that's medium, small. So you can do smaller runs and earn bits of money here and there when the stock levels are a bit too much. And then also have a larger cargo ship as well.
Welcome to the aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
So I'm not.
Vehicle has been meticulously impounded.
I'm not going to pay that. I'm just going to wait out the 50. So you can pay 5,000 or wait the 15 minutes, but I'm not going to do any because I've gone out on that one. So that's that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get to the hull A here, and I'm going to peel that one out.
stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us
Been
again.
delivered to the following on number 4. And so this one is my, again, another pledge ship. And this one is the main ship I use when I'm doing my cargo running. If I'm not on with Kilthanis doing massive big runs with the C2 or the Cat, then this is the next ship basically I'll use. It's around this, not too much bigger than the Nomad. So the Nomad's probably about as big as this first section here before the spine comes out. Not this rocket section here. So the Nomad's probably about that big there. And that holds 24 cargo. And I loved it because it was almost an in-between this and like the Pisces, where you could have some good maneuverability and have a bit of cargo. But it wasn't enough for me. I was making about 70,000 on certain runs I was doing, and which is not too bad. But I just needed more, and that's why I upgraded to this. I didn't want something too big like the Caterpillar, even though I've got a Caterpillar now. I wanted something that I could do solo cargo runs with. That's what I wanted, solo cargo running. And this is what I can use for solo cargo running. And so obviously you've got your cockpit here, you've got your components here, you've got the little suit locker there. The only thing with this one is, like, you can't just hit the buttons like that. You go next to this one, it opens, but you go next to this one, it doesn't. So yeah, I have to use my mouse for this one. I have to actually put my mouse over it and open it. So in here again, you've got the weapons locker that you can put weapons in when you're not in an armistice zone. So if you are going to go and, you know, have some weapons on board, like, at least you can put them there, not have them on your back. You've got storage here. I'm not too sure if this is communal or not, whether everybody can use this. I presume they can. They generally can with that. You've got a fridge down here, so you can put stuff in it, but this one's never stocked like on the Pisces. The only thing is if you put anything in this fridge here, say you put bottles in this fridge here, it takes up one of your units of cargo. So if you had a bottle or a can or food in there, it'll take up one of your units of cargo and you can't get full cargo with it. Then you've got your bed, obviously, which you can sit on and log out. So if you want to bring somebody along, it doesn't have a chair like the Nomad has. So the Nomad has a chair, unless there is a chair here. Doesn't look like it. And then back here, then you've got a shower as well. Little shower toilet thing here. So it's a livable ship if you want to log out and stuff like that. You can do that. I've done that a couple of times with this. I've logged out. I was over at Paradise Cove waiting for the drug run because it was during the Jumptown events, and I wanted to wait for the cargo, so or a peaceful time to do it, and so that's what I did. I used to come on and just check whether the drugs were there or not, and there was a spitting out, and then there was people around, and then I'd grab them if I needed them. But obviously with 318, that's going to change because your ship will still be there when you log out. So let's take this one out. And it's not actually a bad flyer, this one. It's not too bad. It's smallish. So the good thing about this one is when you're just flying around normally, you can have the spine in and you don't have to worry too much about it. It can be a small ship that you can handle. But the moment you need the cargo, you just pull out the spine.
Thank you, and please visit again.
And basically you get your cargo. And the good thing about that is it's not inside the I just stopped myself flying away because of the coupled mod. It's not inside the ship, so you've got more room. Then that's the good thing about being able to have the cargo on the outside is once you don't have cargo, you've not got wasted space on your ship. You can fold it away, and then you've got a smaller ship. An alternative to this would be something like the MISC what's it called? Trying to remember the name of it now. The Freelancer. So you could have the MISC Freelancer and the Freelancer Max. I think the Freelancer is around 60-ish, I think, something like that. And the Max, I think, is 100 cargo. This is 64. So that's the alternative. But then you've got all that wasted space once you've got no cargo. So just flying it around and just between cargo runs, it's just not going to be the same. I can't remember what the control K, command K. Just trying to find out what the button is to put them away, put that away, because there is a button. Can't remember whether it's Shift K or Command K. I don't know. Ah, there it was. That one. And we put that away. So with 318, if you don't have that spine out when you land and you try buying cargo, it won't let you buy the cargo. It says no. It won't let you. So just be aware of that when you're buying cargo. So that's my second favourite ship. The ship that I use the most is this one, the aUECs. So let's go back, park up.
Has already been granted.
So for me, you've got to have a daily runner, which is quick at getting, has multiple uses for you to do what you need to do.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And then, so something you can use a lot. Mine is, like I said, the aUECs. It's got a med bed. I can do rescue missions. I can take it in the caves. I've always got water and food if I need it. It's got storage for stuff that I need if I need it. And it's just something I can use like in bunker missions, caves, flying around, just exploring. It's a good little ship. This one is my then go-to for solo solo cargo missions. The aUECs you can use for delivery missions, obviously. I should have probably turned the engines off, but it's fine.
Stay.
And this one, obviously, is good for solo cargo running. I have earned millions using this ship, so it's you know it is a good ship to use. And like I said, the alternative is the Freelancer, Max or the Freelancer itself, but then you can't fold it away and make the ship smaller. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the fighter. So the one that came with that is the Arrow. And because I bought it in pledge, obviously if you buy, I don't think you can buy the hull in game, but obviously if you buy the hull in game, you know when it does come around, you're not going to be able to get the Arrow with it.
Welcome to the aSOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
So I'm going to grab the Arrow
Vehicle
now,
selected.
and this is
Stand by.
my small fighter. Once it comes.
Your vehicle has been
on.
delivered.
And why do I need a small fighter? Just that sometimes you want to go and do some bounty missions, and you might just want to take like for the low what's it called, low ranking ones, you might want to just take a small fighter. So that's why this is good. Like I said, this came with my Hull A pledge. It's, you know, Buckaroo's trying to kill me off. I don't think there's access to anything like a for storage in that. But for me, just a quick fighter when you need one. I'm not too sure if.
Enfield Aerospace. All systems online.
You are clear to launch.
And so basically, yeah, when you want to do the small bounty missions, this is a cracking ship for that. You know, if you want to go do some bounty hunting and stuff, like someone, like even for normal players, you just, you know, take this one and take some, you know, take your guns and stuff that you need. And it's just, again, it's another quick ship. It's a good little fighter.
Please visit again.
And yeah, I'm, like I said, I think I'm one away from the Gladius in the referral thing. So use that code, guys, if you're new to the game and you're going to buy it. It's in the description as well. And yeah, I can maybe review the Gladius once I do get that, if I do get that. So this is the fighter, the small fighter I've got. Like I say, I want to have a small fighter for those quick missions. I want to have a medium fighter for the more bigger ones, and I do want a bigger fighter for the big ships. So I'm still in the process of trying different ones. Like I said, I want to try the Sentinel. I love the Warden. That's pretty cool. And so I do want to try the Sentinel, and I'd like the Buccaneer as well. That's a good ship. So I'm just trying different ships at the moment, and I will try the Gladius.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
At some point.
That request has already been granted.
Let's get in here. And yeah, so definitely want a small fighter, medium fighter, and a large fighter. I don't think I'll buy them in pledge. I'll buy them in game because it's the not the game loop I'm sort of running mainly. The main game loop I'm running is cargo and
You are blocking an active flight bay.
Cargo and box missions, bunkers, here and there, and mining. Those are going to be the main game loops.
For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you.
So that's why with the pledge I've got mainly the daily runner and the solo cargo as the two ships. Them are the two ships I want to make sure I keep.
Thank you for your cooperation.
And a racer as well. With racing coming in, the racer as well as another one that I want to make sure I've got, which I have now with this camera here. So that's what I'm going to look at next. Actually, no, I'll look at the Sabre first.
Selected. Stand by. Your vehicle
Hangar
has been
4.
delivered to the
And this is a medium fighter. Well, I'd say it's a medium fighter. You guys in the comments can let me know what you think. Hangar 4. And then, like I said, I think something like the Warden or the Sentinel will be a big fighter for me, like a larger fighter. So I do like this ship as well. Would you guys say that's a medium fighter? And this one has storage on it. So you got the weapons rack here and the storage here, so you can put stuff in storage if you need to. So if you are doing bounty missions, you can maybe put something in your weapons rack here if you need to. And then stuff in storage if you need to as well for your mission itself. Okay, so let's get into this one. Gun moves out of the way. Now, I've not pledged for this one. I bought this in game. I don't think I would pledge for a fighter just yet, for a large fighter or medium fighter just yet. We'll see how it goes in the next 318 with the bounty hunting and piracy and stuff like that, and whether I feel I need to.
You are clear.
But I do love this ship as well. I do love going out in this ship. And this is why I wanted to do this video, is to show you guys, like, my mindset coming into the game was I'll just get one ship. But it turned out real quick that one ship was never going to do it. And so basically slowly, and I'm getting sucked into more and more ships. But I'm actually loving it. So yeah, this is love this ship, stealth ship, armed to the teeth. Some good stuff on it. And this one, again, I love just taking this out and doing bounties with this one. Quite stealthy. But like I said, I'm going to look at getting maybe the Warden or the Sentinel as a bigger one. Oh, let's turn that on. Keep forgetting I've assigned my coupled mode, decoupled mode, and I need to remember move it to something else. So Kilthanis has just bought. I'm still using my gamepad, but Kilthanis has bought a game stick, a Turtle Beach game stick, and something I'm looking at myself at the moment. But when I'm ready, I'll get that. Now we want them out. In. There we are. Down here. So that's the Sabre. I do love that one as a ship.
Warning, you are blocking an active flight.
I'm not turning my engines off because I'm not too bothered, because I don't really spend a lot of time in 317 now. I'd spend most of my time in the PTU 318, just looking at stuff in that. And I don't have all these ships in 318, so all the ships that I bought in game are not available in 318. Only my pledged ships. Only my pledged ships are. Alright, Misty dude. Only the pledged ships are available in 318 PTU. So remember that as well, that you'll only have access to your pledged ships and whatever ships they give you in the game for 318 for using it.
Welcome to the
So the only
ASOP
things I'll have is
vehicle
the Hull A, the Mustang Gamma, Banu Defender, the Rescue, Pisces, and the Anvil Arrow. And then the only ones I've got in 318. Plus then obviously the Reclaimer and the Vulture, which they give us basically for that game. So next I'm going to get out the Caterpillar maybe. Now I'm not going to go out in this one.
Stand by.
But I'm just going to get it out just to show you. So in my belief is if you're going to do cargo running, then have your small cargo solo ship, 15. Have your small cargo ship for yourself, like the Nomad or the Hull A, and then have a larger one. So sometimes you'll get, oh, pressed the wrong one. Sometimes you'll get jobs that come up and, oh, no one get back in there. And I'll show you in a minute what I'm on about. You get some jobs that come up and you just need a bigger ship to get some profit from it. So if I go into my thing here, in the commodities list come up in, where is it? Journal here. So every time sometimes you see the commodities list update comes up here at the top of your screen. And what it means is then you've got to come into here and you have to scroll down because it's not going to come to the top, but it just comes up here. And what you do is you look here and you see this also. There's medical supplies overstock here at this place. So you go, if there's an overstock, it means that you're going to be able to get a lot of it and you're going to get it at a cheap price. But then you'll see, again, here's another medical overstock. And then you'll see at some places there might be a medical understock where they'll buy it for a higher price. And so sometimes you're going to need to keep an eye out on these things here. So this is, again, another part of the game loop of cargo running. And so you'll go, okay, I know I'm going to get full. I'm more than likely going to get full cargo stock here, medical supplies. So what I'll do is I'll take out a big ship, and that's when you'll need something like this. Now, I would recommend doing this with 2 people, but there might be that time where you you feel confident enough to do it. But this one holds around I think it's close to 500. It's about 400 and odd. 460 odd, I think it is, that it holds of cargo. So that's a big hefty one. The C2 holds around 600 or close to 600. Not much more, only like 100 more or something than this. But I prefer this one over the C2 just on its handling and stuff like that. And there's obviously more plans with this one with the units, you know, being able to take off that little flight unit there and drop this one off for unloading and grab this little flight unit here and attach it to something else, like another one of these long things here. So that's obviously what's coming in game in the end. You see it's like its own little ship thing here that you can detach from this here and put onto another one. Modularity, I think it is. So that's why I love the Caterpillar. is that there's just more plans for it, and it's just an easier ride for me than the C2. The C2, I'm always landing it nose down because I'm just stupid that way. So in my opinion, you definitely need a large cargo ship for those things. And sometimes you'll get, like, when the Xeno threats are on, the Xeno threats are on, and the Ninetales events and stuff like that, that there'll be blockades of certain space stations, and they'll want medical supplies, and you get bonuses for it. So the more medical supplies you get, the more bonuses you get, and you can earn an absolute fortune. When the international events are on, where they have the big expo halls, there's generally a shortage of TV and radio equipment, and you can make absolute fortune on going and getting TV and radio equipment for the demand, and you'll need a bigger ship for that. So that's why it's good to have a big cargo ship like that. But a lot of the time, when I'm on solo, I'd rather just use my hull A for that sort of game loop. But then when I want to do big runs with the medical supplies and stuff like that, then I'll get something like the Caterpillar there. And in time, I may buy the Caterpillar as a pledge. But at this moment in time, I can earn that money just myself in what I do, just with the small runs of the hull A and that stuff. So for me, the hull A, the rescue ship, the two main ones, and then obviously having the Mustang Gamma, which I'm going to bring up now, as a racer, so that you've got a racing ship for the racing missions. And it's just having a ship for everything. So the CAR is my daily runner. I keep saying it. Mystical A is my solo cargo. I've got this one here, Angle 4. This one here, which is going to be my racer. And then I've got the Arrow as a fighter. Then with the 4 main ships that I need. And the rest of it I can buy in game or just pledge whenever I need to pledge. Now, I've never looked at this Gamma. I've never ever looked at this Gamma, so I don't know anything about it. I don't know what it's got, what it doesn't got. I just know it's a racer, and I needed a racer, and this is the only one I could buy in pledge or upgrade to in pledge. So this is my first look at it. Anything at the back there? No. Cool. Doesn't look like it's got anything for, like, putting stuff on. That's not too bad. It's not. No, I don't want to be doing it for missions. I just want to do it for racing, time trials, and stuff like that. So let's jump in and have a quick look.
Welcome. Your journey begins now.
You are clear to launch.
So, yeah, in my opinion, once you can, I would get a solo cargo, solo daily runner, a solo racer, and a solo miner maybe. That's probably where I would be. Daily runner, solo cargo, racer, and miner. But the miner probably not as much needed if you
Thank you. Please visit.
are not really playing that game loop, or you can just wait and earn money with your cargo running. So here we go. So this is my racer. I'm going to take this out at some point down to the racetrack on 318 and have a look at it. Now that I don't have to hire a racer on it, I can just go and do it. Yes. So, yeah, that's probably going to be the end of this video, and why I think we need the things we need, like the daily runner, mine being the Pisces, the solo cargo, the racer, and the fighter, small fighter. they're the main ones, and then if you need to grab a prospector or something like a solo miner. Yes. So let's get back over here, land, and sort myself out. So yeah, so I'd love to hear what you guys think of all these. What's your thoughts? What's your gameplay loops that you're looking forward to doing, and why you've got the ships you've got? The reasons you've got, the reasons you got your ships for what game loops are you looking at? And did you buy them in pledge, or what you're going to buy in game? The reason I bought the ones I've got in pledge is because once the game wipes, I want to be able to have some choice in what I've got to start with. And that goes for the same with things like I bought the Archangel flight suit and gun and all that stuff, sniper, just purely because I want to not have to worry about wearing my flight suit and my undersuit and my armor and stuff like that. I want to be able to always claim it. So that's why I bought some flight suit stuff and undersuit stuff and that in the CIG store itself, because I wanted to always be able to have them and not worry about not taking them out. So there was a point where me and Kilthanis would not wear the suits that we've looted or gained or whatever, or bought in game itself, because we was always afraid of losing them. And I said to Kilthanis not long back, like, that's just silly. Like, we're always going out in the white suit and we don't do nothing. Like we don't like go out looking cool and and all that stuff. We're always worried about losing it all. And so I bought mine so that if I do get killed or whatever, I can just reclaim it. Like, I've always got it. I'm never going to be without it. And so that's why I buy certain things with real cash rather than in game. Like I said, like the Caterpillar I may buy as a pledge at some point, and the Prospector may buy at some point. But the rest of it at this time, I can buy in game, like the Carrack or stuff like that. I could buy that in game. I could earn, that could be what I play the game for, is to earn the money to get something like a Carrack or an 890, something like that. It gives me reason to play the game, to aim for those ships rather than just owning one. And at this moment in time, I just don't see the gameplay loops in having a Carrack and that. They're not there at the moment. So yeah, so we hope you like this one, guys. It's been fun just going through and showing you what I've got and why I've got them and why I'm keeping what I want to keep. Just quick roundup: daily runner, solo hauler, solo fighter, racer, and I think everything else I can buy in game. And then I may decide, like I said, for a large hauler, a large fighter, and definitely a prospector solo mining. And it's a shame I couldn't buy the railgun online. I would pay cash for the railgun because that's just a great thing to have, like if you're getting harassed as a cargo runner. So, but now I know I can get them at the bunkers, so I'd have to do bunker missions to try and pick up a railgun. But other than that, yeah, I think I've got the F9, I think it is, the machine gun type thing, the LMG. I think I got that. We got it as part of our Christmas bonuses thing just recently, so I think I've got that, the F9. So yeah, we hope you like this one, guys. If you did like this one, don't forget to take a pointer and tickle that like button for us. It really does help us out. We have been growing this community, and we love reading the comments you guys put and the discussions you have, and just your information and stuff you've got. You always show kindness to us, and we just love reading all that stuff from you guys. It cheers us up, and it gives us a reason to do this, spend the time making these videos and uploading them, putting them out for you guys. And sometimes, yeah, we understand some videos can not be your cup of tea and can be a little bit boring, but we still do appreciate that you click on them, have a watch, and leave a comment and give us advice and stuff like that. So yeah, so we hope you liked it, guys. Don't forget to set that pointer, tickle that like button, and the code dropping down now for anybody that's new to this game, if you've got to the end, use that code, push me up. At this stage, I'm one away from a Gladius. If you've seen other videos of me flying around in a Gladius, you know I've already gone through that. So yeah, love the support you guys are giving us, and yeah, we'll see you guys out in the verse.